So guys, according to this headline, it says that court adjourns Nnamdi Kanu's case indefinitely as IPOB leader criticizes Nigerian prosecutors judiciary. So guys, it all appears we don't even know when next is going to, appear again in court. This is really so sad what happened today in court, because people were like, this sudden, asking Nnamdi Kanu suddenly to appear before the judge. People were like, possibly Tinubu has made up his mind to release him. That was just the speculation everywhere. And people were like, let's wait and see what happens. Only for him to come to the court and be told that his charges are being changed from treasonable felony to terrorism. So that has sparked a whole lot of reaction. And you could see Kanu himself could not bear it when he heard that he's packed in court. Anyway, I'm going to allow you to take a look at what Nnamdi Kanu said about the Northern Elders and Ohaneze, that they are the ones conniving to keep him in jail. This is really so sad. I know that the North will never be of the opinion that the Tinubu's government should release Nnamdi Kanu. People have been speculating that possibly this is the agreement Tinubu entered with the North, that he shouldn't release Nnamdi Kanu. But now Nnamdi Kanu is saying it's not just the Northern Elders alone, that even Ohaneze too is involved in it, that was the agreement they reached, to ensure he's not released. This is really so worrisome. Anyway, I'm going to let you take a look at the audio part of that video. Just take a look, and then you are going to be seeing the reaction coming from Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers. They are really disappointed with what happened today in court. Take a look at all those. Take a look.
Evil you are, the more you rise up in the judiciary. That is why they want to blackmail Binta Nyako into oblivion. Because of me, they arrested Binta Nyako's husband and son. They claim they are being tried by EFCC. So that if Binta Nyako were to acquit me, they will jail the husband and the child. That is how evil the zoo is. That's how bad they are. But she courageously gave me bail. She knew I did nothing wrong. She knew it. They were pressuring her, revoke his bail. And she said no. They have done nothing wrong. They don't know all these things. They called her to a meeting in Maiduguri where they were insulting her. That didn't work. They took her to another meeting in Sokoto where they called all the northern, I don't know if I'll call them leaders, to be insulting her because of me. That she should have jailed me. That nothing will happen. That Igbo leaders have signed up to it. That Ohaneze is with them. I will come to the meetings they've been holding against me and IPOB later on. But Binta Nyako stood strong. I'm not sure at all that the intimidation she's been forced to endure will ever stop. I don't think so. Good people like that never get to become the chief judge of the federation. Kafarati Abdul Kafarati killed Kesarawiwa. Today he's the chief judge of the High Court of Nigeria. He granted ex parte motion to the government of Nigeria designating me a terrorist. He was rewarded. And I'm sure they're saying to Binta Nyako, if you jail him or convict him, there is a reward for you. Do you see how Nigeria works? They don't understand what justice and law is all about. No. These are black, evil people from Africa. Evil people. Go behind darkness and evil. We must continue.
What happened this morning is uncalled for.
Go ahead.
Actually, what happened this morning is actually uncalled for. You can see how the defendant, Nnamdi Kanu, decided to represent himself. He asked the lawyers with the legal team that we should stop, that he wants to speak. Because Nnamdi Kanu is feeling that Nigeria is not fair to him. He's just a human rights activist. Agitating for self-determination with reasons. And one expected the federal government to address all those reasons that gave rise to this agitation. Of course, we also discover that some other persons that are having this similar issue within Nnamdi Kanu. I'm talking about the offense of terrorism, Showore from the west, the president of Mieti Allah Kato from the north, Sondibo. Their own has been settled. why is Nnamdi Kanu still in the detention? And the people are saying that it's because he's an Igbo. Buhari did it because he's the president. Now Tinubu has come from the West. And this is not good for this country in any way. So we feel that there is still a room for them to withdraw these charges and so that we have peace. Of course, you now discover that the Court of Appeal, non-Court of Appeal is sitting in the whole of Southeast. The judges, the federal judges in the Southeast, judges of National Industrial Court, Federal High Court, Court of Appeal, they are not sitting because of the threats given by some persons saying that there is no justice in this country. So you can see how what Nnamdi Kanu is saying. I tried, though as a lawyer, is uncalled for, but I try to see his feelings.
Now, we saw your client use so many unprintable names.
Yes, of course, which I did not consent to. Of course, because what we are, as a lawyer, we have our rules of ethics. And you discover that when we are trying to calm him down, he said that we should sit down and walk away, that we should not represent him again. So he decided, so he's not a lawyer. So, and I think the judge and the federal government understand, because many people have applied to the federal government, the OHANEZE Igbo, the Afenifere. Many other persons have applied, has begged the federal government, please use political means to resolve this particular matter, releasing Nnamdi Kanu so that we have a peace. So, and now the judge, on the issue of the judge recusing herself, there is a subsisting court order. That's what Nnamdi Kanu said. One expected the judge to first of all set aside that order. I heard them say, you give the order, you have the right to set aside the order. And even that to set aside the order, you to have now give way for you to have jurisdiction into the matter. Thank you and God bless you.
So does it mean now you no longer represent him?
Except he called us and asked us to continue. From what is in the court now, he has, maybe because of today's proceedings, are you going to say, because I have a letter he gave me, and that letter has not been withdrawn. So if he wrote to me and asked me, I will withdraw. It's my pleasure.
Your name or
Maxwell Opera is my name. A member of the
How do you react to today's proceedings? We've seen that the case could not even go on as planned, and now she has adjourned the case sine die. What's the way forward?
Well, there's no way this case could have gone on anywhere, because in the first place, the court had lost jurisdiction to sit over this case since September last year. So we came here today on a limited appearance. We appeared under protest out of utmost respect for the judge and for the court, to listen to the court as to the reasons why we were invited before the same court that was recused in September last year. Nigerian public needs to understand the nature of a recusal. A recusal comes as a court order, and even non-lawyers are aware that once an order of court is made, the only way you can set it aside is to take it on appeal. Nobody appealed this order. The order is extant and subsisting, is still valid, and we were invited today to be informed about some memo from the chief judge that we don't even have a copy of the memo. So our submission on the record is that the court stands recused until that order is set aside.
Now, sir, the judge, Justice Peter Nyako, has adjourned this case sine die. What is the implication for your client?
Well, sine die is a word of art for indefinite adjournment. So she had no business, the court, like I said before, even having the case before her today. So adjourning it, sine die or not, really, it doesn't apply. But remember that we had requested this adjournment sine die last year, but it wasn't granted.
So
but now,
next?
Well, it's up to the judiciary and the federal government. We are not the prosecutor, we are the defense. You throw the ball to us and we catch the ball. We cannot reinstitute the case. Let them do the right thing. Our client recused the judge, and the judge consented to the recusal through a court order. So we await the day that this case will be recalendared before a new judge to try it. We are not afraid of trial, but we are afraid of injustice.
And aren't you scared that it might come back to her again? What if it's brought back to her court?
Well, under the Constitution, it shall be resisted. It will be unconstitutional to have the same judge who stands recused to recalendar the same case and try it.
An old man like this doesn't know the law.
You don't know the law. I've got the petition. I have a petition against Bita Nyako. I have a petition against her. Nonsense. Nonsense. Why is it when it comes to my case, they turn the law upside down? They turn the law upside down. Upside down. Upside down. What the rules of listen. This is the laws of Nigeria. The prosecution, and this court doesn't know the law. That is the fact. Yes. Poor knowledge of the law is killing Nigeria. Poor knowledge of the law, they don't know the law. This is a federal gazetted law of Nigeria that says here that the chief judge of Nigeria cannot tell Binta Nyako what to do. It's here. It's your law. Just obey it. That is why I do what I do. I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra. My right to agitate. My right. They turned it from treasonable felony now to terrorism. Stop talking when I'm talking.
Sorry, sir.
Because these people, they are fools. They think they can mess. You can mess around with people who are not educated. I am an educated man. I can't show them the petition for the simple reason that if you show it,
What the judge said was that the case file was.
I don't recognize anything Binta Nyako said today for the simple reason that she has no jurisdiction to try me. None whatsoever. I came out of courtesy and respect. She stands recused from my case and cannot try my case. There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you today. Because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I sent a petition to NJC. I don't want to talk about it. Justice Binta Nyako is using her position for personal gain. For personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. And they told them that if they convict me, this is what happens. You can see it. They don't want the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out in Nigeria. That's the problem. Who's that person? Who's that person? Husband and son are facing corruption charges.
So guys, you have seen it. The question remains, why is the federal government taking this route? From the look of things, see, what is happening in the South is very concerning. I mean, for me as an Igbo person, what I see happening in the South is very concerning. And if the federal government is not showing interest, it's really, really so bad. I mean, everybody is just saying, release Nnamdi Kanu. Let's know who are the enemies of Igbo land. Because we've seen all kinds of things happening there. People will come to say it's because he's being held. There is still, sit at home every Monday. Sometimes even Tuesdays are included. People won't go to school. Businesses won't say, banks won't open, and all kinds of, obstructions for businesses, very tough obstructions for businesses. You can imagine what people have been losing for not going to market every Monday. You are at home Saturday, you are at home Sunday, you are at home Monday again. There are people who their commercial activities are like till Friday. Some don't even come to the market on Saturday. And then only for you to be told that you won't be in the market again on Monday. This has been a very big setback for an Igbo, honestly. And Igbo leaders are afraid to speak up. They don't want to speak so that it will not be said they are supporting Nnamdi Kanu. But I tell you, the states are suffering it. You can imagine crippling the activities in your area every Monday. every Monday. It's really, really so sad seeing what is happening in Nigeria. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.